This Okwuzi. We are right in Okwuzi street, Okwuzi. But this particular street is Cemetery Road. This is the Cemetery Road where we are standing now. You can look towards this way now. Is part of the road. The road has been completely submerged. Even at the peak, this building you are seeing right here was almost. It's only this roof that you can see. If you look there, you can see the watermark on the building there. So when the flood started, it came like a normal flood. So why it took many people unawares is that they thought it was just like every other day flood. Because anybody living in rivers, Bayelsa Delta, knows that flood is a natural thing that comes. But this one was so unprecedented because in more than 50 years, there has not been anything like this. So when it was coming, people were reluctant to move because naturally flood waters had never reached here. In my own lifetime, I have not seen anything like this. So,
but sorry to interrupt you at this point. Did government come to give you people anyone? Was there any information from government to this community that such things going to happen and these people should do this or that?
Okay, that is the worst part of it. Because that's why I said people were taken unawares. As soon as there was any information, they wouldn't have been taken unawares. So people were not aware that the flood of this magnitude is coming. So even some people, I know, like my chairman, the chairman of the CDC in this community, Pastor Nkenwarebe, what he did in his house, he just put tables and then he put some of his property on top of the tables. So thinking that we are not even sure that water will get to that point, but gradually, before you know it, the water has just circled everywhere within the community. So there was nobody expect of the no warning at all.
We went to a camp just some minutes ago, camp in Okwuzi. Now, and we saw some pathetic situations in that camp. Can you tell us what are the efforts that the local government chairman of this council of this area has done in that regard?
Now, it is quite unfortunate because when the flood started, as an indigenous of Erema, we expected much from him. He came here, we showed him round. That was even when the water was still coming. So he promised before the media people that he was going to bring aid to the people. But even as we speak now, almost a month after, he has not brought even one grain of to this community. So even when the state government brought their own relief materials, what he did is he took the materials to Aga. But Aga was the least impacted community within Erema. Okwuzi community was flooded 80%, maybe about 25%, and Aga maybe about 15%. And then he made a chairman. He said he set up a committee. He called it relief committee for the flood victims. And he made his personal assistant the chairman of the committee. And when they came here, nothing was happening. The first day he came with 2 bags of 25 kg rice. He brought to the campus. So they were angry. And everybody rejected. They chased him away. So he went to the police and complained to the police that he was attacked. So the police came with him. So they started to establish the camp. But nothing. After that, he abandoned the camp. All the relief materials, he kept them at Aga. Even when I asked the chairman of the so-called relief camp what has been received on behalf of the campers, he told me, as the CDC secretary of this community, that I have no right to know. He told us that the CDC is not involved in the activities of the camp. The chiefs are not involved. The youths are not involved. Which I told him that such a policy is wrong. Because as the CDC secretary of Okwuzi, I know those who are involved. Because when this flood started, what we did initially was to take a kind of enumeration of those who are affected and the degree of the way they were affected. So we have the record that more than 5,000 people were affected in Okwuzi community alone. So I thought that we are in a better position to know those who are affected. Besides, the camp itself does not have the facility to accommodate such number of people. Even those who are in the camp presently now are less than 200 compared with 5,000. So, and even those 200, they are not able to feed them. Talk of when you have 1,000, 2,000 or 5,000 people there. So this is the issue. But he said we have nothing to do with the camp. So we decided to keep away. because you know he's trying to politicize everything now. So if before you do anything, you will say you call the police. So we allow him. But the campers, even though if you visit the camp, they see that the number is decreasing every day because those who in the camp are going into the community to look for food. So the only thing they are having there is the shelter. While the food and other things that were brought for them is there at Aga where he kept them. So it's a very sad situation. So even this flood too has posed a lot of challenges because entire farmlands have been washed away because our people farm across the river, the Urash River. So and the flooding started from that Urash River to Nkesa River, then into the community here. So they have nothing left. The entire livelihood have been washed away. Farmlands, buildings, property, everything. So the problem now is, how will the people reintegrate into the society after the flood? If you look to the other corner now, you see people are washing their homes. But after washing the homes, you can come close, you can see what they are doing. But after washing the homes, what are they coming back to? But these people are a bit lucky because it's a block building. But those who are living in mud houses, what will happen to them? Because the houses are, okay, you can see they are washing it now. But these ones are quite luckier. You can see there is no fault. Because this one is block building. But what about those who are living in the mud houses? They have nowhere to go back to. What will happen to them after the flood? The other one, as they count their losses now. But their greatest need is where to go back to, because they have no home again to go back to. And thereafter, there is fear of diseases. As you see the water now, there's a public cemetery towards the end of this road. There's a public cemetery that has been flooded. And you know that in those public cemeteries, the burial is just in very shallow graves. So everything has washed into the main source of drinking water, which is the Nkesa River here. And even the Ajip itself, the oil company, across the bridge there where you came from, the Ajip, their facilities are already buried in the water. So they are now also washing into the river. The first time I went to that bridge there from where you came, the whole place was smelling of chemicals. Yes. Because some dangerous chemicals have been washed into the river. So what will happen now? So it's a very serious challenge it will pose to the communities. And even as we speak now, no medical team has. So this is the problems we are having. So the problems, one, of place to stay, two, of food, because there is no place. And again, even like here, if you look across here, the other side of this water you are seeing here now is fish farms. So this way, there is one belonging to a former member of the State House of Assembly, one Honorable Ishmael Singer. He has a fish farm very close to this place. Another one, then to the other one, we have Pastor Nkimwari, he has a fish farm to this way. Then the other way, we have Pastor, we call him Alozie, Pastor Alozie. He has fish farms over there, and so many other. All these fish farms have been washed away. So what will happen to them after the flood has gone? So they will need, and the worst part is that most of them borrow this money to establish these farms from financial institutions. How will they pay back the money, the loans? There was an instance of our neighboring state here where some people committed suicide because they look at the whole loss. The loss. How are they going to pay back all this? So they decided to commit suicide. The good thing here is that so far there have not been any casualties except for one boy who was drowned crossing through Mbede. That's a nearby community here into Okwuzi. He got drowned. But beside that, at least the community have tried to educate the people to know, to create awareness. Like all the lights you saw here, as soon as the flood came, the light was isolated so that to safeguard people. Because you can see the children as they are swimming in the water, they don't know the dangers which is surrounding them. So these are some of the challenges and several others.
Thank you very much. And finally, before we talk to this woman, what specific demands would you be making at this point now?
At this point, at least food aid. One, food aid. People need money too to reestablish themselves. Like those whose homes have been destroyed by the flood. At least they will need money or materials to build, to at least have a kind of shelter, a small shelter for themselves. And they will need money to reestablish their farms. But food aid is something that will be continuous, because even if they plant immediately after the flood, but it will take some period, maybe between 4 to 6 months, before it will be due for harvest at the earliest possible time. If not, some may even take up to 9 months. And what will they do in the interim? So there is fear that crime may rise from here, because when people don't have source of livelihood, the next thing they will do is to resort to crime. Yes. And so far it has started, because even some of these buildings you see that they have removed the Amako windows.
All those boys,
bad boys,
stealing them because there's
nothing they can do.
So that is the problem.
Thief. They're thieving anyhow.
So, what's your name?
My name is Taye.
You are from this community?
Yeah, from Okwuzi.
Okay, is this your place?
Yes.
That's a house.
This is my house.
Okay, this is your house.
Yes, it was also flooded.
It was flooded?
Yes.
Really? What and what did you, were you able to move back to your property before it was flooded? Or was your property flooded along with it?
Some of my property is flooded inside there.
Really? So now the water is receding. Did you go to the camp or are you staying there?
I stay in the camp.
You stay in the camp?
Yes.
So how has it been with you?
You mean for the camp?
In this flooding experience, how has it been? How have you been living? How have you been coping, you and your family?
Now so far, nothing to eat. No garri, no rice. We just dey hang here and here. Nowhere to stay. We just dey manage. Any day we see we eat. The day when we no see, we manage.
How many children do you have?
6 children.
6 children. What were you doing
now
before this flood? What used to be your
business person? I dey sell provision.
So where is the shop? Is it still on?
No, nothing dey again. Flood don't flush am out.
So now let us know specifically what you want.
The one I want na money make I take paint my house and take start a small business. Nothing again.
So if money can be given to you to rehabilitate your house and then set up another business, you'll be happy. Come, oh boy.
Yes, please. And in addition, there's something I also forget, which is very, very important. Because while we are doing the enumeration of those who are affected, there are special kind of group where I made that touched my heart. The widows. There's a particular widow. She has a mud house. But as soon as the water just circled the house, the thing crumbled. So, a few days ago, she came to me and she was complaining. She said, where will she go back to now that the flood is receding? That those who have husbands, at least they have people who can help them. Maybe as a local building, they can get their husband to go to the bush, get the wood and the bamboo to start rebuilding the house. But for her as a woman, what is she going to do? I almost cried because it's a really touching story. So there are this type of group. So this is the issue. What will happen to them? So this group of women too, their own is the worst and they really need help. I'm asking the government, let them come and help. Even if they don't help others, but these widows who have nowhere to go to and who have no one, because she had about 4 children and those children are still small. That's not I think the oldest may be about 10 or 12. The rest are very small kids. So what is she going to do? For this kind of people, the vulnerable people, what will happen to them? I'm appealing to the government and other humanitarian agencies to come to their assistance now that they needed them most. Thank you.
I did tell you, the reporter is entering water. The cameraman is also entering the canoe. And our narrator all getting ready. No, two of you can sit together. Let me sit at this end so that I can be doing the video. Okay, wait, you don't move. Vivian, stop now go sit for me today. So I can stay here and be doing my video very well. It's moving, no.
You come here now, you sit here with me.
No.
No.
Guy, wait, oh.
Okay, can you wait up now?
No,
So I can
no.
go with him.
Wait, just that I did not balance well.
Man.
But she got no shake.
Guy, you are moving. Hold on, I beg you.
We say make two of them at one place, making him there for the other place.
That's it. I can't play that man.
By the logic.
I'm not going to know one.
I know sabi this thing.
How about you? I can't like you.
I don't know this thing at all at all.
Eh? Sit here. My friend, look. So I'm take over. Sit down. Eh?
No, 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 son. You open up, you lose a banana.
No, I can't say that.
Oh, no worry, I will manage it.
Talk to the you call.
Huh?
You call.
My government, you can't give us money.
Right.
Eh?
You don't suffer. No get food, no get gari.
Wow.
They go. Just go. I'm holding it. Just they go.
Just they go, no worry. Because you don't hear. No worry, I go. Bye-bye. We're going to do what Benak, okay, like one million. We're by a shooting son.
They don't shoot.
Only them
climb.
But I got money here. That's only deep careful. I will not do that. How are they? Still, oh boy, I want to allow. Well, they're going to oh, but I'm make local. On a pas long pour les gens.
You can see where the water reached before.
Yeah, you can see the markings on the wall. It is at the roofing level.
You only see the roof.
Yes.
Like the ones inside there.
Yeah. Those ones inside there. All you can see is the roof, but these ones, the water got just to the roof. This small must have been very, very serious.
Imagine this is a street too.
Yeah. And then the difference is that this place is actually a road. And a road that is well tarred.
Yes, with drainage.
Yeah, with drainage as well.
It's very good. Now my house is this one. And I make this two. Go this front one. This two, you enter inside.
They'll just take the shot from here.
Where is your place? There.
Here. These two buildings.
I want to take the shot from water. We're not entering inside.
Yeah.
So follow like that.
Okay, most see they go front.
No, no, be front. Like just follow here.
Okay. Understand.
Yeah. So like, he's using this end like this.
On the good. On the very enjoy. I think the flood. I think the real go flood.
Don't go too close so that the water can be showing the water.
Yeah.
Don't go too close.
Okay.
It's okay.
I got a right here now. Okay.
I can go home with and go.
No, get that now. Not
Yeah. Chere man.
Prince, you got it?
Yes. So we are we are going back now.
That's okay.
Go out a bit from the distance so that the water can show you.
No, let's start here. It's okay.
Are you getting the water? Are you getting
yes.
reflection of the water?
Yes, I'm getting a reflection.
So I talk to him now.
You can talk to me.
Okay. All right. Our boat driver. This house behind used to be your house.
Yeah.
That is painted white.
Yeah.
And then all of this there used to be a third road, right?
Yeah.
So you mean that we are on top of a road now that leads to your house that's tied with drainages? Can you tell us how this whole thing started?
The flood.
Yeah.
The flood just came.
Watch.
An emergency. We did not expect it to be on this way. It just comes small till the area was filled and we were attacked. Both my store, this one building, that's my store. Oh, that's the first one that the flood carried.
Okay.
Before entering to my building. And the flood pushed me away with my family and we packed out.
Okay.
So that's the suffering that we are now. And no compensation, no nothing. We have been hearing that the government has paid a very big huge of money to flood disasters, but no one is reaching us. So we don't know where we are going.
In this house now, it looks like an abandoned building.
Are
you able to, did you carry out all the properties inside that house? Did you carry out your properties before the flood took over all?
I carry few of.
Let's go. They go somewhere.
I carry few of the property and left some. Some was filled by water.
Go. No, we are going somewhere else now.
I love you.
So where is the rest of your family?
So I rented a house for them outside. When there is the flood, I have to find accommodation for them outside. I rent them outside. Now I'm living outside with my family. So that's what we are suffering. And no compensation, no nothing. Even they feel that all that was living in the camp was only the flood disaster, not knowing some of the people rented the house outside and take care of their room. So that is that.
So this incident that happened now.
Yeah.
Today is today is 1st of
November.
And up till now, you can still see that the water is still covering the house because some people say that the water has dried up in their own area.
Yeah.
But here, up till today, 1st of November 2012, this water is still like this.
Still like this.
How do you people survive now?
We are suffering now. We have only no food, no nothing. We are just suffering because we are living outside, and the whole of the money we keep, we has finished. We have finished our money, and nowhere to get.
There were fish farms here.
That
Had fish farms.
yes.
So now, what happened to those fish farms?
All the whole fish ponds has the flood has carried the whole fish, and they are now suffering. They are suffering now. The whole river was
The fish farms were submerged.
scattered everywhere, and people were killing the fish pond fish. So that is that.
Yeah, now.
Even in some homes, they see fish in their rooms.
Wow.
Fishes from those fish farms.
Yeah.
Why you
Were there properties that were destroyed?
Eh?
Were there properties that were destroyed?
Yes, now many of my property was destroyed in the flood. Because when the thing is too much, we did not expect it. When it is too much, now we have to pick the ones that can be able to pick and leave others and save our life. Because without that, if you say you want to carry all your properties, you may die inside. So we only carry the children and save their life and leave property. That is what we see.
So now these children you see here.
They are bathing, but they are small kids now. They don't know what they are bathing on. Because me as a matured man, when I enter inside this water, I get a lot of scratch in my body. So they are kids, they don't know what they are doing.
Even the school was flooded.
The school.
The primary school. The primary school where you have the camp.
Hey, last day,
Primary school where you have the camp, where you have the model primary school Okwuzi where you have the camp, was under construction. So the people from the primary school were also going to the grammar school. We have the secondary school that's called Erema Grammar School here. So, but when the Erema Grammar School too was flooded, so it means that no school again, both for the secondary and for the primary pupils, all of them are all at home. Even the private schools. What you see is one private school here.
my woman.
So,
The name of the school is my woman, nursery school.
nursery and primary.
And the flood has carried the whole
So there are several of them, several of those primary schools. Those are
all the Obama from Mama so. Oh, wait. Your mom, right?
You can come now.
We have just come back from our boat cruise to go and see for ourselves, and to also get some interview while we were on the boat to see things. And we actually saw that the flood submerged some houses. Some fish farms within this area were also submerged in such a way that the fishes all left because the water level was above the pond, and this has caused so much loss to the people of Okwuzi. Their kids are at home. It was for primary and nursery school. Just the same for those at the secondary level. For some people whose houses have been able to dry up a little bit, they are trying to clean up to see if they can actually move back to their houses. At this point, I want to say thank you.